All right, so this is going to be a short talk that was derived from a longer talk, and then I'm going to plug something at the end, so get ready. So we're working on Synapse AI. It's kind of born out of my house and then moved to Noisebridge and then birthed out into the real world. We now have offices, but I'll still drop by to eat pizza or whatever. So this is kind of what the old model looks like of how we share our data and participate into building machine learning models that are offered back to us as a service. That data and those models are siloed. We want to come along, even the agents that we create can't talk to one another. We want to come along and use Ethereum for decentralization, democratization, and distributed resources, bring the power back to the people. We're doing that by creating a marketplace on the blockchain where these companies can provision access to data that you have access to through your devices, where your devices basically sit on this decentralized network and participate by listening to any contract requests. Components of this blockchain and the features that it provides are provenance contracts, provide access control, crypto tokens provide the ability to transact across the network. We have ontologies that provide access to what devices have what interface to provide what resource, and then we build reputation systems around that. The most naive economic model are buy and sell resources like data and machine learning models. Pros with this new model is that it's competitive, it's decentralized, and it's a little more fair. Unfortunately, you still have companies that build in siloed manners. So we'd like to see open machine learning models where anyone, anywhere can contribute to building those models by contributing their data. So if you see here, which is a whole bunch of stuff mixed together, what's basically happening is this model's submitting a contract to access this data, which goes back to feed the model. The model itself gets basically adds itself to the network, right? And says, hey, I'm a model and I can do computer vision stuff. Another agent can come along and provision that service, and then you basically are creating what is a royalty economy. So everyone that contributed data or resources to train that model essentially get paid when that model is leveraged. What's really cool is you can, since you have programmatic access, you can have other autonomous agents contract other autonomous agents. So if you are in a chatbot, you can have your chatbot provision out vision or NLP or NLU stuff, whatever it could be. So in essence, we're connecting AIs to grow and learn together. Yay! So after this, we're doing directives capturing contract chaining, talking about network optimization, meta models, and then evolutionary programming and influencer actions. Something that this starts to look like, especially when we're talking about contract chaining and directives capturing, we have a directive that's basically a bunch of tasks that lead to some goal, and you can start thinking about optimizing and exchanging out those tasks for basically a more competitive economic marketplace for performing these actions. Things that we're kind of researching in this area are network flow, pathfinding, and probabilistic graphical models. So ultimately what we want to do is when an agent goes to provision and request a model, there's some kind of online training that happens to make the model better, right? And as you've seen at Google, they do federated machine learning model training. That's kind of what we want to do in a very distributed manner. So as one agent goes to improve that model, all agents benefit simultaneously. So we're talking about building open systems, decentralized systems via distributed resources, and giving everyone democratized access. So when you have more robust data, when you have more data, you have more robust models, more representative models. So then, after that, we start talking about universal basic income, global autonomous logistics and supply chains, the future of work, future of health, adaptive heterogeneous multi-agent systems, AGI, Singularity, Skynet. Yeah. So next, you can. It's projected that AI will have an impact of adding $11.3 trillion of profit, who cares? I want money to be gone. So that's what I'm working on. I'm Dan Gailey at Synapse.ai. Next up, we have a Decentralized AI Summit, and all these really big companies are coming out. If you thought I was just spouting a bunch of buzzwords, they seem to be interested. We also have other independent researchers, and you can find that at decentralizedai.com.